And we are here today. It's Thursday, Makayla.
Yes,
Hello,
it is.
everybody. Today is our check-in Thursday. This is when we just jump on in and just check in with the tribe and see how everybody's doing. Well, typically I do that. And whoever I bring along with me. And today I have my amazing daughter, Makayla, with me, who just happens to be one of my business partners as well. And some of you know her and some of you don't. But Makayla is, she's my youngest daughter. And, today we are jumping in here, Makayla, and I'm so grateful that you decided to join me. Thank you for coming.
Happy to be here. Hello.
Many of you don't know the backstory about this amazing young lady, but today our topic is owning your joy. Really, own your joy, and as I thought about this topic, really, who came to mind obviously was my daughter here, Makayla, and I wanted to bring her on. Makayla is a kidpreneur. She owns her own business, by the way. She is at Mika Dior on Facebook and on Instagram. And what she does is she makes all these fabulous merch for the Dare to Be You brand. Not just the Dare to Be You brand. She makes a lot of custom made t-shirts and journals and face masks, and all kinds of amazing gifts, ideas that people have where they personalize things, and Makayla is so talented. She's able to do all of that. But as our topic again is about owning your joy, what I wanna share with you guys is something that maybe a lot of people don't know about Makayla, is that when she was born, she's a twin, by the way. She was only 2 pounds. Was that you? No, that was MJ. You were 1 pound,
Yeah.
13 ounces, right?
Yeah.
That was you. 1 pound, 13 ounces. Look at me getting them mixed up. But Makayla incurred a spinal cord injury after birth and has been using a wheelchair. That's the way that she gets around, or a walker. But what is so amazing about her is just how she shows up in life. And Makayla, as we talk about the topic today, which is owning your joy, tell me what comes to your mind. Like, tell me what that means to you. What does it mean for owning your joy? What does that mean?
A way that, well, not a way, but how I try to own my joy, in everyday life is I choose to, you see the keyword choose, I choose to find joy in my everyday life. Whatever happens in my life, I don't let it, disrupt my mood or like how I'm feeling, like my happiness or my joy. I try to like take a positive approach, on life. Because life can be very negative sometimes. So you have to combat it with some positivity. So, you just, you just have to be positive. And I try my best, my very best, not to let, just life, but not really life, but more like people or circumstances affect, my joy or my attitude, like how I go about things, and then if I do end up reacting like the wrong way, like probably gonna talk, I don't want to spoil anything, but we're gonna end up talking about this later, but, I take responsibility, or at least try. It's a lot of trying. I have to try to take responsibility, for my own happiness and my joy, and not anyone else.
Wow, I so love how you put that, Makayla. I think that when you talk about owning your own joy, I think, who was it? Abraham Lincoln, I think, who said that many people basically they are about as happy as they make up their minds to be. They're about as happy as they decide to be.
Yeah, he's right. Like
It
you can
is.
you can only be as happy as you decide. Like
I agree.
no one else can really change that but you. So,
Nobody else can do that. Absolutely. So as we talk about owning your joy, I mean, what I'm getting here is, and I'm hoping that the folks that are listening and watching, that they're getting this as well. It is when you own something, that means that you control it, right? You have ownership of that. Nobody can take to that. It's yours. And so we're talking about owning your joy. So how do you do that? How do you own your joy? What are some of the things that you do to own your joy?
Some things that I can do to own my joy would have to be, well, one of the things actually would have to be like to take responsibility for like my life path and things like that, because like at this present moment, every single I say this a lot, well, at least I think it, but every moment, like this exact moment, every moment in your life has led to this. Like those who are watching, every moment in your life has led to this exact point. So depending on the choices that you make and like, how you decide to live your life, it will just lead up to a certain point in your life where like, you can be like joyful and happy, and things like that. And if you choose to be joyful, then, you'll come up with a good outcome and, things like that.
Wow, I love that. So as you think about it, then you're saying that taking responsibility for your life path, right? Because everything that's come up to this point is a choice that you made, and you have to take responsibility for that. Now, when you say that, there are obviously certain things that you probably did not have control over. Wouldn't you say, like, for instance, when you were born, you didn't have control over the fact that you were that you incurred a spinal cord injury. But what then do you take responsibility for as it relates to your life path?
I choose to take responsibility for like the choices that I make.
Yeah.
Because there's no like life is just a bunch of choices. That's literally all it is. Like each choice like I said before, each choice you make leads up to a certain point. And depending on if you make a good or a bad choice, it will like lead to like your next action or like whatever next is gonna happen in your life. You honestly never know. But like if you make the right choice, then you'll get a good outcome.
I love that. I really love that. So really taking responsibility for your life path, which includes the choices that you're making, right? And so then that leads to what else? Well, like what's the other thing that you the other strategy that you think we would use, or to tell everybody here that you would use it, or to own your joy?
Another thing I guess I would suggest that you would use would like watching your attitude. And like making sure you're choosing a good one.
Tell me more about that.
I think the attitude you choose to have, like about life, or just like not really even about life, but just like about the things around you, it can depict how you react to things. And depending on how you react to things, it can affect like how I guess other people like can feel about you, kind of, and you may not give off a really good impression. And most of them, like, you want to get off a good impression, and like normally those things make you happy, so, and may make the other person happy. So and if you like attitude wise, if you allow people to like dictate your attitude instead of taking like control over your own emotions and things like that, then it may not really turn out that well for you, because things in life, like if you let things in life, like if you're just there in life and you're not taking control over your own self, like as if you're like a sailing ship on the ocean, the waves just rock you back and forth, and you're just like, you just let life throw you around, it's not going to end up good. It's not going to end well for you.
I love that. Yeah. I really, really love that. So what I'm hearing you say is that attitude is important, and you get to choose that. Yeah. You get to choose your attitude. There are some real interesting statistics surrounding all of this. The statistics shows that really in all of your life, 10% of everything that goes on in your life is just really based on, well, basically 10% of your happiness is based on your circumstances. So really, your circumstances only contribute 10% of what we call your happiness barometer. And then 50% of it is based on your genetics or your environment. And a whopping 40%, they say, is based on you making a choice about your attitude. And that's your attitude to whether you're going to be grateful, whether you're going to smile or make somebody else smile, whether you're going to inspire somebody or serve someone. 40%, that's a lot that you have control over and that I have control over when it comes to owning our joy, right? A whole 40%. And I think that that's so very interesting. So I think we have time for maybe one more, Michaela. Like, what one other thing you would say that strategy that you use in order to really own your joy? What's another thing?
So the last thing, or one other thing I should say, would be like your friends. The people you surround yourself with can not pay, but like play a really huge role in the joy that you may have, or like you controlling it, because you can't really allow your friends, you know, the friends that you have to like, whether you have, oh my gosh, sorry,
no, you're good.
oh my gosh, the friends that you have, like you can't really allow them to affect your mood, even though if you surround yourself with like, you know, like happy-go-lucky people, the people that are like, you know, like just bright all the time, even though it's likely possible for like nobody. But if you surround yourself with people who are like bright all the time, it's kind of contagious. Like you like feed off of them basically. But then if you know, surround yourself with like people who are kind of just like about life,
so
then, you know,
there's a word that I think you use a lot that helps to describe what the benefit of choosing the right friends or the right relationships around you. What's the word that you normally use?
Another thing that I was saying earlier, I think, was you like the friends that you choose in life can either like propel you or like hold you back in life. You know, like they can either you know, be like the friends who like support you and love you and like, you know, like help you to be a better person, or they can be those people who are kind of like toxic and like, I guess, more like laid back about like how your life is probably gonna go. Not that they don't really care about their own life more than they care about yours, but that they I guess they're kind of fake. I guess that's what you could say. They're like fake friends.
Okay. So I love that. I love that the word and then the analogy that I think, the picture I think that it paints for me is that when you surround yourself with the right friends, they can propel you forward, like you said, or I like to say they can retract, they can pull you back, basically, right? So really choosing the right relationships around you is very key and very vital. You know, I'm really inspired right now because I get to surround myself with someone like you. And maybe you're not a friend, but you are my relationship that I have surround myself with. And I love that you inspire me and you cause me to be a better person. And that's what we're to do, right? To surround ourselves with people who are gonna cause us to be better individuals and propel us forward. I so love that. So, you know, tonight, as we, again, we just jumped in here for a little bit here. We're gonna wrap it on up. So I got 3 strategies really to own my joy. One, really to take responsibility for my path forward and responsibility for my choices, right? That's number 1. Number 2 is really to choose the right attitude, right? And what's the third one again? What's number 3?
Choose your friends.
Choose your friends.
Yes, choose your friends. And
choose your friends.
Choose the good ones. Even if you surround yourself with bad people, you know, you may even rub off on them and then help them become a better person too. So like, don't only, I mean, it's good to surround yourself with good people, but like still have those people that like meet them halfway.
Meet them halfway. I love that. And again, I'm so excited that I get to do this with you. One of the things I want to remind the folks out there is to register for the upcoming Dare to Be You 4-week coaching and mentoring program that starts on September 6th. It's going to be here before we know it.
Yeah.
And again, surround yourself with a community of people from all over. We've got folks from the Caribbean, from South America, from different parts of the US that's joining us in that program. And it's such a privilege of mine to share my amazing daughter Michaela with you, and go check her out at Mika Dior Custom Creation, and we'll definitely check on in next Thursday. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, Michaela, for joining
You're
me.
welcome. Make sure to get yourself some of the Dare to Be merch and the other stuff from Mika Dior Custom Creations on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Thank you. Bye, guys.